Hello, I'd like to demonstrate for you how to conduct a blending operation with our Matheson 4-channel controller unit here. From the main screen, what we'd like to do is decide which channel we would like to operate as the master unit. In this case, we'll select channel 1. So what we need to do to make it a master is press the blend master key. The letter M will appear in the far right hand column of the process value rate line on the screen. Now what we want to do is enter our configuration. So we'll simply hit enter, scroll down to instrument configuration for channel 1, press enter, and let's go down and check our settings, see if there's something we need to change, such as flow rate. So as we scroll down here, our process value, signal, and full scale values look good. They're set appropriately for the controller, 0 to 5 volt range, 500 cc per minute unit. Set point signal type 0 to 5 volt, set point full scale set for 500 cc's. That's fine. We're going to, since it's the master, the set point function should be set for rate. We're not going to set our rate right now because in doing so, if we set the rate at this time, the master unit will begin to control, and we don't want that. We want the both the units to start simultaneously so that we get a nice blend from the start. So let's scroll down to see if there's anything else of concern to change. So the valve override we leave at normal. Batch is not necessary to set. Set point blend, we'll leave that set at 100%. I need to change that. And okay, let's return to the home screen. And at this point, we're going to set channel 2 for the slave mode of operation. So we'll scroll down to channel 2. Hit enter. Scroll down to instrument configuration. Press enter. And let's go down the list of configuration steps and see what we need to change for the unit to operate as a slave unit. So come down here, everything is fine, and when we get to set point function, we need to change that from rate to blend. So we'll hit enter. Rate starts to flash, scroll up, so we see blend flashing, and press enter. So now we're in the blend mode. Scroll down. Once it's set for blend, we cannot enter a set point rate value. However, we come down a little bit further until we see set point blend, and we can there decide what percentage of the gas from the slave unit should be set relative to the flow rate of the master. So let's hit enter. And we'll set it for 50%. Okay, we'll hit enter, and we're all set to go. We'll return to the home screen. What you see here now is you have channel 1. The process value rate for channel 1 is set as the master, and the process value rate for channel 2 is, or I should say the set point rate for channel 2 is set as the slave. So the slave unit should follow whatever setting we enter for, relative to the master, it should follow. So in other words, if the master is set at 200 cc's and we set the slave at 50% of that rate, when we start this mixture, what we should see is that the master unit is running at 200 cc's per minute, while the slave will run at 100 cc's per minute. So to initiate the blending, we just need to press the start button or home button 3 times. Now we can see the characters on the far right are flashing. That's an indication that we're blending. Now we don't have any flow as of yet because we need to go in and set the rate of flow for the master. So let's do that now. We'll scroll up to channel 1, press enter, go down to instrument configuration, press enter again. We could have done it a more simple way. Let's go back. Press home. Let's go to set point. Set point will take us right to the set point for channel 1. And you can see the far right decimal place for set point rate is flashing. That means we're able to change our set point rate. So we'll scroll over and we're going to set the channel 1 for 200 cc's. So we're set at 200 cc's. When I press enter, that should initiate the blending. So let's return to the home screen. And what we'll see is that now we have a process value of or rate of 200 cc's, which we just set, and the process value rate of the slaved unit is running at 100 cc's. If we want to change that flow rate and maintain the same ratio, all we need to do is simply make sure we're set on the master, and we're set, and then we just press set point, and we can come in here and let's increase it to 300 cc's, and we'll see. When I press enter, what we should see is that the slave unit will be running at 150 cc's. Return to the home screen, and we can see now that our master unit is running at 300 cc's and the slave unit is running at 150 cc's, maintaining that same ratio that we had prior. And conversely, if we wanted to change the percentage of the slave unit, we can do that as well. We could select channel 2, press enter, go down to instrument configuration, press enter once more, and scroll down to set point blend, and maybe we could, let's set it at 100%. In this case, we're likely to see, we should see, is that both units will be running at 300 cc's. So let's press enter and return to the home screen. And there you have it. They're both running at identical flow rates. And that is a basic, the basics for setting up and operating the 4-channel controller for blending purposes.